Okay, so Shell is away, but that's no real reason why I can't grab these cores while she's off doing whatever. So let's run around. So we're actually back in the original area. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. We're actually back in the original area where Jules' crawler is. There's a number of prismatic cores that are actually just right here that we can grab. Maybe I'll actually just do this as a thing. Run around and grab as many cores as we can find in this base area. It looks like there's actually another one right there. Another one over on my left somewhere. Oh yeah, up there. Probably in those rocks. Looks like there's an easy way to get there. Oh, yep, that's a thing. Well, let's find out how much fall damage I can possibly take. I guess let's switch to the right color combo here. Just ruin these things. I get like 6 HP, 6 EXP per. This is just sad. They tried. Not very hard. I guess this is an easy way for me to get extra low-level junk. Okay, let's see. What do we think? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, it does have a special core in its face. That's like the least.
Wait. That was a core?
Yeah, in its face.
Surprise, surprise.
It just had one. Yeah, so there's actually a ton of prismatic cores that we've kind of like walked past because we didn't have access to them before.
Right.
So apparently we've got. That might have actually been it. I really can't tell you.
Wait, I thought that shouldn't they disappear from the map when they're done?
Supposedly. Yeah. I guess that one just needs a little bit to load. Let's take a look around for a bit. When in Rome. What else do we get around here? Like, there's a lot of goodies that we have kind of totally bypassed, which, I mean, for the most part, not useful stuff. What's that on top of my crawler? I actually didn't even think about that, but yeah, there's loot up there. Let's see, we came that way, so it doesn't look like there's too much. A lot of, like, discarded scrap over here, too. Look, oh. Does that look like a breakable rock pile to you? That looks like a breakable rock pile to me. Got 1,000 things to do around here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just curious as to what gender my pet goldfish was.
We were loading, and my buddy Blitzkriegler was talking about feeding guppies to his beta fish.
But what happened? Did the beta fish kick the bucket and he kept guppies instead?
I don't know, but effectively they were inbreeding or something like that, and then Shell got really distracted thinking about how none of her fish ever bred, and if they were all maybe the same gender. It's an interesting question, and now she's distracted trying to figure out how to gender fish.
And I've come to the conclusion that it's still practically impossible to gender fish.
Sounds about right, honestly. Doesn't generally seem like worth a whole lot of effort. I had my parents had family friends that were exotic bird breeders. And that
well, yeah, birds are difficult to determine the gender of as well.
Some aren't. Some are real easy to gender. Some are near on impossible. Like parrots, I think you have to do like a surgical thing to see if they've got, you know, one versus the other.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Surgery?
It's like a medical thing, and parrots can totally die from you trying to gender them.
That's gross.
Yeah, so their parrot just straight up died on the way back from whatever.
Wait, they tried to gender their parrot?
Yeah, because you know they bred exotic birds, so I mean, it was kind of worth it knowing. Are we trying to breed our female parrot with a male parrot, or are we trying to force lesbianism on a pair of birds?
Well, you can't really force that.
Yeah, no,
but
you can't.
Wouldn't they have just been able to do a test run of having the bird live with one or the other? And if an egg popped up one day that was fertilized, then, well, we know what it is. Or if there were no eggs at all, then you're going, maybe these are both males.
I feel stupid. There's an HP upgrade directly on top of our crawler all along.
Yep.
Okay. So we're actually...
But I also think my fish were probably too ravenous all the time, even when I fed them well. Which was probably on a daily basis because I fed them at least 2 to 3 times a day.
A lot of animals don't have, like, oh shoot, I'm not going to be able to get that until I get whatever lets me open up heat vents. What's down here,
I mean, then
though?
again, I don't really know if domesticated fish would be inclined to breed because they would... I mean, first off, they're in such close proximity to the eggs that they actually eat it. Or eat them. But then also, it would just be competition for the same level of resources.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what specifically...
What induces fish to breed? I mean,
kind of,
goldfish,
yeah.
I don't think they have a season or anything like salmon do.
Pure convenience. I don't know, I don't think about fish very hard, to be totally honest.
Well,
Okay, so what is this area? It's guarded by some level 15s, which would imply there's something here. Yep, there's a prismatic core somewhere in this area. Probably inside whatever this is.
is it another crawler or something else that's submerged
Yeah,
a
I don't know
ship?
what it is.
It almost looks like some kind of vessel to me.
Kind of does.
Oh, watch it be something you have to dig for.
Oh.
Or is it's not in that hole?
Yeah, that's feeling a little bit likely. Okay.
Is it on top of something? Look at that spire on the left.
I mean, we've
Or
got...
the rock face.
Oh, yeah, we've got like a rock bridge directly over. Maybe. No, it's too high.
Well, it also seems to be over to the right, right? So there's that. There's a dungeon, right?
This is... No, this is an area, way to get to the next area. There's also Tyrant's Forge, but we can't get to that. Apparently there's a supply cache, too. Well, we can't do any of these for the time being, so I'm gonna move on to the next area. Because we need whatever, we need the flying, core bot to ride the...
Thermal vents?
Yeah, the thermal vent. I assume it's the flying one. It could be the tank, but I find that somehow unlikely. It'd be funny. It would be nice if, like, by the end of this, we actually get something that lets us kind of totally bypass most, like, jumping puzzles. It's like, congrats, you've beaten the game. Here's the hang glider. Go have fun. And you can just fly around the stage, grabbing everything you missed. It's not common to get that, though, come to think of it. I guess in, like, Banjo-Kazooie, you had, like, the ability to fly around.
Yep, you did. With Kazooie, but only if you had the flight pads.
Okay.
Because you could glide otherwise. Or flap.
Yeah, but gliding only works so well.
Mm-hmm.
You generally had to fly to get some things. And also just let you bypass a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Alright, so we've got this whole dungeon nonsense, the repository blitz. We can go back to Cavern Rush, because we're missing at least one prismatic core and a couple of treasures. We've got a prismatic core that we can do there.
There's also a prismatic core in the rocks over here. Very close to us.
There's also like these things here, which are interesting. I don't think trying to go to this side too much is a good idea. Maybe it's fine. Also looks like there's a number of things that we totally missed coming through originally.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, some of it wasn't accessible.
This is true. But like, that chest up top? That seems accessible. We just have to jump probably from this set of rocks over here. Because I was not observant in the slightest. Don't care that I'm being shot at. Can I just, like, ride Mac around? Can, like, he just be the one doing the platforming here? Because it feels like he knows what to do, and I'm just kind of along for the ride.
You mean Duncan.
Oh, yeah. Who did I say?
Mac.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Duncan just looks like a Mac to me. You know, like... Oh, you know why?
Why?
Punch-Out. You never played Punch-Out, but the main character for Punch-Out is, you know, a boxer.
And his name is Mac.
And his name is Little Mac.
Uh-huh.
And so... I've always associated kind of, like, punchy boxer guys with, you know, the name Mac. Even though I guess it's kind of wrong here. Okay.
Mac must be like McCrawley, McPherson, MacDougall. Very Scottish, right?
Yeah. Oh. Huh, there's a dungeon that we totally never saw earlier. Like, right here?
Oh, maybe it's underneath. Go in.
Go in where?
In here.
Maybe? Oh yeah, maybe we go... Nope.
I thought for sure that you could go in the building and there was something that he had to hit.
Well,
a big
yeah.
rock.
Yeah, that's where a prismatic core is. Absolutely. Oh, this is looking a little bit more promising.
Yep.
Yeah, here we are. Dungeon we've never done. For, level 5s. Well, I guess we might as well. It's got 2 prismatic cores, some loot. I feel dumb for not finding this earlier. You know, I bet maybe some of these were, like, put here specifically so that we would find them, do them, and, you know, get that, like, level boost instead of being kinda underleveled for the entire game. If you've noticed, we've definitely been in that, like, position for much of this game.
We've been progressing a little too swiftly.
Yeah. I don't know. I prefer games where the side content is truly optional. Like, if you wanted to, you could just be like, I'm only going to play the story missions and nothing else. And it's the game's like, sure, here you go. But, you know, here's all this side stuff if you really want to do it. And you're like, nah, that's okay. And the game's like, all right, fine. Well, we balanced this specifically for you. Like, the easy solution would just be to either get rid of the level system entirely or make it so all enemies just level with you. For the most part, you know, maybe eventually you get a bit of a lead on them. But that's about it. Well, I'm probably grossly overleveled for this. Actually, we almost...
Violet?
No, that's a guarantee. Okay. I don't actually know if I have to talk to Violet every time we get to those. Okay.
Enter, yeah.
So...
Oh, you have a time limit.
Yep.
So you need the yellow key and switches.
Yellow key, switches.
There's switches in the rafters? Are there? No?
Remember, there...
Oh, there's one.
I wonder if all the switches are going to be red. I hope not. Let's zip through. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get the time and the other stuff in the same run.
Oh, hey, is that a health upgrade?
Like, I can't imagine 100%ing this dungeon on the first go. Could happen.
It'd be fun, though. I mean, it is a level 5 dungeon.
Yeah, it's just a matter of...
Learning it.
Yep. But maybe it's also one of those that this is the only one that we can actually do this with. Oops. There we go. Like, we are going to be, comparatively... Oh! Is this one of those... This is...
One room and then the next?
Yeah. It might be. Like, it seems like a dungeon that, like, is mostly combat-based. The problem is I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out for keys. Oh.
Oh, there's a switch on the left wall, too.
Oh, there is? Oh, yeah. There it is. There's another one. Yeah. Keep your eyes out. I'll hit him when we see him. And doors open. Yeah, so it's probably probably minimal puzzles. Come on. There we go. Do we see any more? Not seeing any.
That's the key. No, it isn't the key. Darn it.
Yeah, the key is actually going to be on an enemy. Like a little flying yellow drone thing that
Well,
you
let's
shoot.
Continue on. I don't see any more switches in here.
Yeah, I'm just hearing weird noises, but that's probably actually...
Switch.
I think I already got that one?
Must
Yeah,
have.
musta. Oh, this is
Duncan, over here.
this is a loot crate.
This ought to be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it for time. I think if you do get it for time, that's how you get the second prismatic core.
Mm-hmm.
But I also could be wrong. The other thing is we might actually be able to like backtrack through the dungeon and get the rest of the switches, but I find that somehow unlikely.
Well, this one didn't have the doors closing behind you, as far as I know.
True. But I haven't been looking too hard. The other thing we could also do is actually just blitz it and come back for the keys at the end.
Or the switches, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, all
There's
of
a
the
switch
switches.
up there.
It looks like all the switches are red, too.
Okay.
I just know I need to backtrack. There's one hiding up in here.
I was thinking of that, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Okay. Well, I mean, combat's fast. Because I've got the extreme level advantage. Nothing there. I guess the other thing is I can totally, like, ignore... I can totally ignore most combat situations. Well, not combat situations. What am I even thinking? Who's even shooting at me? Oh, shoot. There's
What's
a
that?
thing up above. There's a lot of things here, actually.
Let's go.
Okay. It does look like this is... Oh, I see. It's
Over
just a
here,
loot
Seth.
crate.
Open up.
Oh, I really wish the timer would stop while I'm looting these things.
Yeah.
I hate that in games. What was I playing recently? I was playing something recently where... What's this do?
Opens the door, but then there's that over there.
What's this do?
Release something.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like there's a time limit here. Well, we've got to fight all of these guys. One way or another. So I guess let's just charge through them. 4 minutes here. The problem is I'm you know, looking at all options. And grabbing all of everything. Even
What's
if
that up
it's
there? Directly above.
not that useful. Well, this is where we want to go. That's something that we have to extract. Is this a... No.
It's just a...
What is this?
A blue core.
Oh, I see. This drops that down. But there's a, there's actually another door over on the left here
Yeah, I see it.
that you can get to that has something in it, probably. Question is, of course, which do we go for? Gonna wait for the shielded one to come back. What do we think? Time or... Let's go time. I might be able to get the switches, just maybe not the yellow key. I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. I'm just gutsing through it. We'll be okay, I think. We've got 3 minutes left, and this is probably the last room. Okay.
Looks like you can't go back, though.
I might be able to platform back out. Well, we'll get it for time at the very least, because that means I can do it at a later date, slower, and get everything 100%. And not have to worry about things. Oh, come on. Did I waste my AoE on... I think I did. I think I wasted my AoE. It zapped me.
Wow. Juggler.
Okay. Achieved a combo of 20. Didn't know that was a thing. Oh, he is still alive. Okay, there we go. Is that it? Are we done?
Your time's still going down.
Yeah. So honestly, we're still missing 2 switches and the yellow key in here. But honestly, if I can clear the time thing first, I'll call that good enough, because I can repeat the dungeon here and be fine.
And
yes.
take your time.
Yeah. The question is, like, would it, it'd be nice if it actually kept all the keys that I had, already found. Mm-hmm. And, you know, made it so I didn't have to find them a second time around. Well, do we do that dungeon a second time slower with the, well, somewhat slower?
Sure. Looks like you only got a blueprint for the time. Sheesh.
Yeah. No, honestly, the rewards probably aren't that worthwhile. It's just kind of like minor assistances across the board. Like, I guess the main reason why we're here really is just for these, because honestly, even the, like, blueprint equipment stuff is kind of useless, because I'm better off just fusing cores into my core bots, because that actually gets them a substantially more
stats, yeah.
Yeah. And with, you know, less hunting and less, complication. And so this way, like, I guess at some point I might just... Well, no, I guess there is the one set bonus thing that we get to do. With core bot, like, equipment. Because if you get them all, it gives them, like, a plus 50% damage. Or something like that, which actually would be kind of useful. But still. Oh, apparently today's Talk Like a Pirate Day. Really?
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't believe I can talk
A couple days ago. Maybe... No? Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I keep getting messages from networks for YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Oh, networks. Like, the ones that you join.
Yeah, so like, you know how I'm partnered with Curse. I keep getting messages from other networks that are like, hey, you know,
we have perks. We're a better guild.
Yeah, we have, you know, how can we help you grow your channel and stuff like that? And like, in reality, they're just there purely for my ad revenue, 9 times out of 10. And I'm just tired of it, because it's like, it's slowed down a lot. Like, I haven't gotten as many, like, messages from, I'd say, predatory networks. You know, the networks that really don't offer you anything. And now I'm just getting network offers from a couple of networks that are, like, sort of established and, like, sort of legit, but still don't offer nearly as, like, good of a deal, if that makes sense. Like,
I didn't even know networks had deals.
Sort of. So, like, I get a 90% cut of my ad revenue from Curse.
And how does Curse help you then?
More or less, they just help me if, like, YouTube suddenly just shuts down my channel, as part of a bug, or if I, like, need to talk to somebody specifically.
So it's insurance.
Yeah, kind of. And realistically, I should probably, at some point, find somebody, like a network that's a little bit more active. Technically, they will send me to conventions and stuff if I ask and they're, like, prepped for it. But, from what I've experienced in relation to my friends, they're kind of disorganized and stuff. Like, I was talking to Dre, and he's like, yeah, they sent me, but it was, you know, it wasn't exactly... Oh, that one's inside and dead.
Yep. Don't see any more around here.
I'm just trying to make sure that I've got all the switches we had by this point. Because I don't remember... I don't know where the yellow key is.
Well, I think... well, it very well could be in that room that we never went into.
That's a good point.
I think I remember that the 2 switches you didn't get, one was the final one, and one was the third to last.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
So it means that so long as you're halfway through the dungeon and you've gotten all the switches you remember.
Did I get that one? Yep. Okay. Well, there's also a lot of other stuff that I seemingly have forgotten. So this actually works out pretty well for me. Even though a lot of this stuff, not very useful. Every once in a while I'm reminded that there's actually a currency system in the game. And then I laugh and then I forget about it. I don't know if you've been
Who do
paying
you even
attention.
have to barter with?
It's required for upgrades on your It's required for upgrades on your robot, so like you have to have a certain amount of cash, effectively, to be able to afford it. Thing is, though,
Who are you paying?
I mean, it's like if you needed like scrap metal for a thing or something like that.
Well, right. I can understand it just being pure resources and maybe orbs. But I don't think that there's any reason for just cash. Ooh.
Oh ho.
Jump up there.
Yeah. We gotta get kind of up this.
And then jump on that.
My bet is oh.
What was that?
Well, that's a bug.
Okay.
There's something up here. Okay. Glad he gets out of my way, though he's a little distracting. Let's go, Seth. Oh.
So there's a chest, but there's must be something on the
Don't
wall.
mind if I do.
Might be something here. Let's see if there's anything good. Nope. Though I think I can kind of maybe up them. I was expecting to run across like one of the yellow key critter up here. Maybe.
You can't hit those cylindrical things, right?
No, they're nothing.
Okay. Though, oh, that was your ammo.
Yep. Like there's these little dudes all over the place, but they're nothing.
Okay.
So I think we're done.
But this room, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just making absolutely certain so I don't have to platform through that again. Well, it's a neat place to hide loot. I wish there was a multiplayer game that kind of played like this. This is the wrong way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought it was.
You know, with like dungeons to raid and secrets all over the place and stuff. Like, there's actually surprisingly few multiplayer games.
I wish they had more campaign games that had an optional secondary player.
Yeah.
Because there are a number of games where you have some kind of party member or partner, but they're always controlled by an NPC AI. So why not have that be a person?
Yeah. It's because it's hard. You know, it's hard to,
Figure out split screen, or if people have to work in the
like
same.
split screen isn't easy, netcode is hard.
Well, it reminds me of when we tried playing that Spyro game, where Spyro and Cinder were tethered together with some
Yeah,
magical
specifically
cord.
so they didn't have to. Yeah, that's so lazy though. Like
I'd still like to try playing that at some point.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of a fun thing to actually try and play through, like, multiple Spyro games, though, not just that one.
But that's one that I can actually participate with you.
True. You can participate with me with plenty of games. What are you talking about?
By participate, I mean actually be an active member
True.
of whatever party or group that we're in.
Is this door totally
I thought it was
broken?
malfunctioned, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we might as well just zip up here and platform over. Actually, question.
It's open.
Yeah, I just, you know, I want to look for the
For more of the switches.
There we go. Actually, in retrospect.
Yeah, he was starting up his electricity again.
Yep. Which is fine. Oh, I did this wrong. What we actually want to do...
We need to get to that first.
No, we want to get to that one.
Oh, okay. Why?
So I can get through the door. So what we want to do is stand here.
Oh, that door. Right.
Jump. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's the yellow key. And that gets us through to the
Another
other side.
door.
Well, I'm gonna get the yellow key first. Because that's something. So this is like a whole second pseudo
And where's the
dungeon
switches?
almost. I don't know. Yeah, the frame rate in this game actually is bad.
It's chugging.
Yeah, not used to that. Wow, this is actually kind of awful. If this is,
Oh,
if this wasn't a
whoa.
console game, I'd actually cut the recording and like try and turn off extra programs. But no, that is, I'm not used to this. Cause
Is it because of the particle effects on the crystals?
I think it's just multiple things. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. This game is, yeah, it might actually be the crystal. This game has a bit of a reputation for being a bit janky.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. You know, not exactly the most well-made game this year. Oh, hey, free loot cache. Missed this one.
Crossed.
Like, you know, glitches, bugs, we've fallen out of the world. I guess performance is the next one.
Yeah, I don't see any switches in this room thus far.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, we found the yellow key, which is kind of important. And that's honestly the other thing that we actually needed. Because behind the yellow key door is the,
I think the switches are along the time limit one, because if you did this, you wouldn't be able to get the switch. Nah, you'd still be able to.
Yeah. You might be right, though. They never seem to be on the optional side paths. They only seem to be in mainline areas. Like, we could look. But I haven't seen any in here, so we just need to keep our eye out in the next couple of chambers. Oh, that's fine. Like I said, the yellow key was the only one that we actually needed. Because, the yellow key was the other one with the core. If you recall.
Yeah, but I'd still like to see what the center loot is.
True.
For if you get all of them. Oh, great.
Well, that's obnoxious. I guess it's my fault for staying in, like, gun mode and not having proper...
You fell right through the gap.
Yep. Mind the gap. It's like a weird meme for a while. That was like, mind the gap or something. But if you ever actually go to, like, London...
Wait, mind the gap. Isn't that something from Indiana Jones or something else?
Well, Mind the Gap is the British, like, metro line thing. Like, I'm just gonna look around
you
for
mean
a second.
because is it one of those trains where you have to
It's just
step
the
on
subway. Like,
No.
that's it. It's nothing more than that.
No, but there are subway trains where there is a significant enough of a gap between the...
That you can fall through? Yeah, sort of, but not really. Okay, what do we think? The last one is somewhere around here?
Do we have two of them available
It
in
looks
this room?
like I can get back, and I should be able to see through the doorway to see if I've gotten them all.
Okay.
Unless we get locked in here. Yep. Alright, it's fighting time. Just waiting for... Oh, right, it was these things. Hated this.
Yep.
Okay, can I have
But it's
control
an
of my-
easy fight, right?
Generally. It's just the first time I've ever had one of these, like, centipede things be aggressive at me. Like, I've never... Well, that was it. Okay. So we're still missing 2 switches.
Are there any in this room?
Oh, it's not going to show it to me. Okay. Interesting question. We're missing the last one and then the third to last one, right?
Those are the 2 that I remembered we didn't have the last time. It'd be silly if those happened to be the same ones again.
Yeah. But I think that's exactly the ones that we've missed.
What room or what area haven't we investigated thoroughly enough?
No, not that little alcove.
The last one has to be around here.
Probably. It'd be odd if it wasn't. Not going to be on top of this thing, is it?
It has to be in by one of the rock spires.
What area are we in? Is it like
don't look it up now.
Is it the Brood Warren? I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to spend forever on a dumb dungeon.
Right, but at this point we might not even be able to get back to the third to last one.
Okay, let's see if somebody's put together a guide for this. It's only been out like a week ish. Let's see. Oh, Brood Hive. You know, with a name like Brood Hive, I was expecting. Well, I guess there was a little. There were a couple of There were a couple of points where you just got like inundated with little spidery bots. Well, let's see if I can get back up, and I don't think it's locked me out.
No.
Oh, maybe it has. Nope. Apparently hasn't. Yeah, because we had that switch there.
Wait, look to your left.
We already got this one.
Oh, you already got that one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
second
the
to last
seventh.
one?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's a... Let's scroll to the end. Okay.
Hiding on a crystal?
Oh, it's like right here? Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay.
So we're missing one more. Well, let's see how far I can
I think
backtrack
it's the
for
third
this.
to last one.
So we got that one. Oh, yeah, here it is. Let's see. So I think this is in that little side room that we got into.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of looks like it. Is the door open? Hey, it is. Because we've solved all the puzzles, all the doors remain open. That's handy. Okay, so... There it is.
Yeah.
And that's all the keys. Beautiful.
Okay. I still feel bad for looking up walkthroughs. I was never...
I do, but like, I also don't. It's one of those where like, if I'm playing Pokemon, I'll have a list of the available Pokemon in the area. Because, you know, I might miss it or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that I understand.
And like in this, we've already done this dungeon twice. We're obviously not going to find the keys without some amount of frustration. Okay, let's see if by opening these two, the last one opens, or do I have to get all three in one run? Because I'd prefer not have to deal with
Oh, I think that's the case.
that. Son of a bitch. Do you really care? It's just a loot cache.
Right, but we've never seen what a center loot cache has. If it really just has bad loot, we never have to do all the objectives again.
Yeah. It's just also one of those where I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Especially for like a low-level dungeon. But yeah, having to do all three of them at the same time, not interested. Let's just go do that plot dungeon, considering we have done actually nothing plot related this entire session from what I remember, save for getting
a couple of logs.
Well, we got a couple of logs. We also did get
we saw the other crawler.
Yeah, we
with
saw the
dead
other
man
crawler and got Duncan. But that was it. So I would like to make a little bit of progress maybe today. Just because plot. Plus, who knows? We might actually be like 20 minutes from the end and we'd have no. There's no way that's the case. We've still got at least two more. We've got at least two more core bots to get.
Mm-hmm. So I'd say we're over halfway.
Yeah, probably.